After a billion-dollar hailstorm hits an area, your focus should be on running your business, not on insurance claims. We have helped streamline the insurance process for hundreds of roofing contractors across the U.S., and we can do it for yours too. Visit us online at c3adjusters.com and learn how we can help you save time and get claims paid faster.
Happy Monday, everybody. I'm lead meteorologist John Choquette here, back from being away for a few days with our daily 12 p.m. hail forecast sponsored by C3 Group and Merlin Law Group. Check both their pages out in the description below if you're watching here on Facebook. We have not a whole lot of weather going on, so we are going to be looking back at about 6 years ago when there was a lot of weather happening. Today is the anniversary of Hurricane Sandy, and we'll be talking a little bit more about that in just a moment. Make sure you guys download the app if you haven't already. You can click that lightning bolt. You can watch the video while on the app, and if you watch this more than once, you probably know how this all rolls. You can watch it in full screen. You can watch it while you continue working. Make sure you have notifications set up so you can see the notifications when we're live or when things are affecting your neck of the woods. You can go to notification options and customize that to receive it in one of three, or all three, or two of the three different ways you can get those notifications, whether it's on the app, on your email, or on your desktop computer. You can customize that to cities, states, whole country, whatever it is that you need. And with that, we're going to jump right into Hurricane Sandy. So personally, I remember this one pretty well. I was living up in Connecticut at the time, finishing up college, and that's when this happened. This is the first real hurricane I experienced, and it was one hell of a doozy. It was the deadliest, most destructive hurricane of 2012's hurricane season, making all the way to S with Hurricane Sandy. It was the second costliest hurricane in the United States until last year. So it had about $70 billion in damage. Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Maria have since dethroned Hurricane Sandy as number 2. I believe Harvey was getting close to surpassing Katrina, but Katrina is still number 1. And Maria, since Puerto Rico is part of the United States, comes in at number 3, pushing Sandy down to number 4. It made landfall in New Jersey as a Category 1 hurricane. However, the wind field was the widest. It was the largest wind field in Atlantic history, with over 900 miles in diameter of 40-mile-per-hour winds or stronger, which is absolutely insane. Now it spanned the majority of the Northeast, or the majority of the East Coast, all the way from North Carolina up to about Portland, Maine. You were seeing tropical storm force winds. I was in Danbury, Connecticut, about 30 miles inland, and we saw winds over hurricane force where I was at, bringing down lots of trees, power lines, doing a little bit of roof damage of the like. The biggest story, of course, is probably the storm surge flooding that occurred. Absolutely catastrophic, especially in New Jersey and in Long Island and even New York City itself. It was probably the first time in modern times storm surge like that had happened. New Jersey had never really seen or heard directly impacting hurricane before, at least again in modern times. I think the last time was the 1890s somewhere, and that caused a whole mess of headaches. And with that, I actually give a shout out to the APA. They were created pretty much in response to the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy. Unfortunately, there was a lot of insurance garbage that happened where a lot of fraud was going on. It ended up being the continuing story. Here, we're 6 years later. There's lots of folks in New Jersey who still, New Jersey, Long Island, even in Connecticut, are still not back home because of all the insurance fraud that happened, where people are sitting on a house that got destroyed, like what we're seeing back here, and they can't go back home because their insurance wouldn't cover anything with Hurricane Sandy. So now the APA has been created in response to that to help minimize insurance fraud. So hopefully things like that aren't happening for Harvey or now Michael, the most recent major hurricane. So here we can see a couple images that I have on the screen here. This was the path that Hurricane Sandy took. Formed in the Caribbean, impacted Jamaica as a major hurricane, or actually no, impacted Jamaica as a Category 2, impacted Cuba as a major hurricane as a Category 3, moved through the Bahamas, and then did something that I'd never seen before, the left-hand hook pretty much right into Atlantic City, New Jersey, and that did an incredible amount of damage for the area there. You see an image of Hurricane Sandy right there, and this should be a GIF, but unfortunately it's not. This showed the coast here before and after, and actually reshaped the coast here. Entire sections, this entire section right here, ended up being completely gone, turning into a new channel into the area. So again, a really intense storm, and impacted New York City as well. I remember hearing about this after we lost power where I was at. Turned on the radio talking about the subways filling up with water, a lot of flooding in southern Manhattan. Really a wake-up call for New York City for the event of another, if a more major hurricane, yes, I know it's only a Category 1 at landfall, if a more major hurricane made landfall near New York City, how devastating the storm surge would be. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys. A little bit of an overview of Hurricane Sandy, how everything happened, and of course the aftermath of the whole insurance fiasco and everything. There, quite a few people have gone to jail now for the billions of dollars in insurance fraud. So that is Hurricane Sandy, the first hurricane I've been through, and then looks like nothing else is really down the pipeline, so probably no more for the rest of this year, at least for me. And no hail expected today, October 29th this year. Much quieter, not really much going on. Tomorrow, more of the same, no hail expected. However, we can bring up a 5-day. There is, in fact, a chance, a spooky risk on Halloween of possibly some hail on your Wednesday. We have a 1% chance of seeing a 3-star map. High population area, the Houston area is at risk, up to $half size hail. And then after that, the rest of the week looks quiet for the start of your November. And here we go. This is showing area of concern everywhere from about San Antonio all the way to New Orleans. Unfortunately, I think right now we're going to be seeing a very strong cold front racing towards the coast. So unless we get storms to form in front of the line of storms that'll be racing towards the coast, there'll probably be very minimal hail. However, that chance is still there. We'll be watching that, as this is the only real shot for hail we have this week, as things really calm down on Thursday and again on Friday, and probably into the weekend as well. Things are going to be a little bit quieter. Going way further down the pipeline into November, I think we could see a risk for some possible severe weather, maybe in the second week in November, but right now, kind of far out. We'll be keeping an eye on that. As always, we have a video every single day, and trying to find things to talk about means we gotta be looking a little bit further out for more weather. So with that, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. Make sure you guys follow us here on Facebook. Hit see first so you don't miss any of our posts, anything about our whereabouts, or if we're going live, or lo and behold, we get a big time storm. Any updates like that, if you hit see first, it supersedes the Facebook algorithm, and we pop up right top of your news feed. Give us a call, email us, or visit our website at hailtrace.com for any comments, questions, or concerns you may have, or anything that you want to say and send in the comments section here and we didn't see it. You can message us on intercom on hailtrace.com, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And of course, if you have any queries about what Hailtrace has to offer for you for these winter months, quiet season here, help get you guys through the winter and have an even stronger 2019. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. I'll see you again tomorrow at 12 p.m. just like we do every day, whatever platform you're watching us on. Have a great day, everybody.